Wednesday in Bryant College Station for a little midweek softball for one of the top teams in the nation. Texas A&M back at home, ready to host the Ragin' Cajuns of Louisiana. This Texas A&M team, they were the #1 team in the nation last week for the first time in school history. This week, #2, just behind Tennessee. Really interesting. The top 4 teams in the nation,
but she's primarily down in the zone, and
this one just goes over the head of Coco Woolley at short, finds its way to the grass, and Maddie Hayden extending her hit streak, now 6-game hit streak. She's had a hit in 17 of their last 8.
Gritty and never say die. They're always in it.
Deja Williams lays down the bunt. Kennedy Powell crashing in on it. But Deja Williams doing her job. She's retired, but moves Hayden into scoring position.
And a good opportunity can be the most impressive part, especially when you're younger. It's harder to figure that out as a freshman.
The swing and the miss. Emily Smith sits down. Grace Sparks has her first strikeout of it.
As you know, it's a tough conference to play in.
Throw pops up into foul territory and scooped up by Kennedy Powell for out number 3. So Louise sneak in. She talked to us about that today.
And I think what stood out was a slap in the face for the women that have been here for 4 years.
Kennedy Powell hits this one back to Tyra Clary in the circle, and she is retired.
We make it, how many pitches can they make and force a pitcher to throw?
Speaking of patience, Danielle, her patience paying off. She draws the walk in Texas. She's already walked 1. Amari Harper's over at first.
And she keeps nibbling that outside corner, and that to me is the things that stand out, what you expect of someone like Mac Barbara, especially in SEC play.
Barber hits this one towards the right side. It pokes through out to right field. 1 run is going to come home. Speaking of RBI, knock that one down.
It's a good piece of hitting. This is an off-speed pitch, but look at the location of it. It's up in the zone, and it's hung a little bit too much over the plate. Body movement is forward, but hands stay back. She does a good job and is wicked strong enough to be able to hit this through the right side. Giving her more RBI situations, maybe a little less pressure.
Off the end of the bat, rolls to Mia Lascano at short, just in time. And that's interesting because this Louisiana team has had to shuffle around their infield. Lascano comfortable there as Allie Enright is at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Looking for shallow left, just in front of Deja Williams, who lays out for it. Mac Barbara is home. And Perez, 2-run score off the bat of Allie Enright.
Gosh, I thought for a second, Courtney, that Williams was going to be able to glove this up. I like the layout, but it just not able to keep it in. She catches it, but as soon as she turns her glove around, just not in there. Good all-out efforts. A couple more runs.
DeMitt caught by Maddie Hayden in vocal leader. I mean, just been so much fun to coach and really sets the tone for Louisiana. Off the end of the bat, rolls slowly back to Grace Sparks in the circle and Alabama, and she told us that was just so special back on March 8th to win in Tuscaloosa. Bittersweet because she was facing a lot of players that she coached.
And probably think of Alabama softball, you think of Coach Habits and obviously Coach Murphy and a lot, but man, she was special there.
Gabby Stutz pulls it to KK DeMitt at second, and it's 3 up, 3 down. Quickly Texas of the 15 softball teams into the tournament.
Well, and sitting up top right now in the SEC standings, right? When you look at the grind of week to week, the resume, and they continue to keep
and she issues her 3rd walk of the game. Kennedy Powell likes the first pitch out to right field. It bounces. SJ running around to third. Powell over to second. Just like that, it's 2 in. Ice water in her veins, comes in and strikes out Amari Harper. Hopper, Gabby Stutz at second, and Mallory Wheeler, the true freshman, 2022 and 2023. Oh, got a hold of that one. Touch them all. Let's go, Savannah White. Leading off this inning with a solo shot, just her second home run of the season, her first since March 14th.
And for a second, I didn't know if this is going to stay fair or foul. It's just a pitch that stays over the heart of the plate, but looks like it hits that foul pole in left field. Gotta love it from your 8-hitter, Savannah White. Hitting the flagpole, foul pole. Fire me up.
Milascano, first pitch pops up to Kramer Eshton.
Games like this of just like going to town, hammering good spots.
Coco Woolley charging on this ball just in time to retire Maddie Hayden.
He throws that true drop spin rotation. You have to trust your defense.
Coco Woolley once again showing why she plays
The most when it comes to the sleep and the recovery.
Mac Barbara underneath that softball, bounce it off the scoreboard. Get the howdy hat.
Love about this, she stepped into the box with a plan to attack something on the outside part of the plate with velocity, knowing that's how her teammates were pitched in the 2 previous at-bats. And she's on time with it, and obviously has so much power opposite field all day. But to me, Mac Barbara is a hitter that needs to stick to her plan in order to stay successful unless she gets to 2 strikes. And that's what you saw her do in that.
Woolley right past Gabby Stutz at second. And Coco Woolley is on for the first time today.
Prior and completely adjust, and at times that's what makes pitching so tough.
There goes Woolley. Plenty of time, and Coco Woolley has her 13th stolen base. Enright popping up into foul territory. Emily Smith underneath it for the out. First pitch. She liked it a lot. Goodbye. Two home runs in this inning for Texas A&M. That long ball was the 10th of DeMitt's season.
I mean, this was a daddy hack. Pitch elevated a bit up in the zone, but she almost takes this over the scoreboard. It hits the up at the very top. Daddy hack, mommy hack, whatever you want to say, but she unleashed on that.
2-2 to Grayson Coleman. Right past Noble. Stutz on the move and is able to retire Coleman for. Didn't know she was a freshman, then, or you wouldn't know that she was a freshman from how she acts. This one scooped up by Maddie Hayden for out number 3. But a big inning as Texas A&M now up 6.
Steady.
Emily Smith making contact and gets to first in time. the third hit of the game for Louisiana, and the season gets closer and closer to the postseason. Samro towards left. KK DeMint makes the toss over to Maya Perez, but that does move 3 regionals against Washington. Ended up losing 7-6. It was wild. Danielle was sweating the whole time. This is going to drop. 1 run across as Ferguson scores.
And this is almost like it's in the Bermuda Triangle, and you see that the infield's in. I think if Coco Woolley is back a little bit, but that's not the way the defense was playing. You see Eshte laying out, but
who got the start tonight. There it is, and the strikeout from Lessentine to get out of the inning, and Louisiana leaves a run. 3 different pitchers tonight for Louisiana. No chance to catch Kennedy Powell. Speed, speed, speed. Amari Harper gets that ball fair, has to go back to first. So it's Powell at second and Harper.
A little bit more help in the pitching department this year.
It's a hopper to Gabby Stutz at second. Runner holds at third. So Powell at third, Harper at second. Just 1 away.
I do. I think she's a player that's burned you. Obviously, in this lineup with KK DeMint, I think you want to pick your poison. You want to keep the score close, but more importantly, she is getting squeezed though.
A run walk. Alley in right. Bounce it off the wall. I think it hit the scaffolding and bounced back in. For this Texas A&M program.
And not fooled by the changeup. You can tell it's almost like her swing path and lower half was just ready, set, boom, on time with this pitch. Dead center. It's actually off the...
Did it hit our camera? Towards right, scooped by Falterman, 2 down. Griffin pops up, and Stutz grabs it from second.
Phenom, and this level of confidence that she really does exude when she's out there, and that's the most important thing for a pitcher, is that level of confidence that you carry around the circle, because it is.
This one rolls to DeMint, and 2 away. Louisiana down to its final out.
They had the doubleheader on Thursday, and what a grind of a day that was. To be like on for 14 innings, but to come back and do this after the run roll, Courtney, you're spot on. I mean, just all the key components working, pitching, continuing to stay in it, but more importantly, like getting the big bops, and just the consistency from the lineup for me is what stands out the most.
So Texas A&M, a run roll victory over Louisiana, 11-2. 13th win via the run roll this season for a Texas A&M program that is one of the top teams in the nation, now number 2 this week. And Danielle, they've got 2 big series ahead. It starts with Arkansas this weekend. We're going to learn a lot in the next couple of weeks heading into the postseason.
We sure are, and it's not how you start, in my opinion. It's how you finish and how you pedal to the metal to continue to get better.